What's going on, JRD Nation? Today we're going to teach you a couple different ways to do the side swipe. So guys, we've already made a video on side swipes, check it out right there, but our buddy and JRD community member Jeremy taught me how to do side swipes this other cool way, which a lot of you out there can do. Brandon and I just learned how to do this and think it's pretty awesome. So we want to show you the original way we were doing a side swipe, the new way we're doing side swipe, just so that you can get, this is the all comprehensive tutorial on doing that. So if you want to do side swipe and you want to look cool, watch this tutorial. Also guys, this tutorial is going to follow kind of a different format than what we have done before, so just to let you guys know, I'm going to show you the move in full body format. You're going to see the move, the whole thing, and then we're going to break down each part. So you're going to see how the move's done with my whole entire body, and then we're going to break down the wrist, and then we're going to break down the feet, and then we're going to break down other parts of our body. This video and every single video is sponsored by Crossrope. As you guys already know, I feel like I say this all the time, it is the best jump rope experience that we have found so far on the market, especially if you're someone trying to lose weight. So if you want the one that we're going to use in this video, go ahead and click the link below and or do the thing at checkout for 10% off. We got merch, that's also linked up below. Go get some t-shirts, and without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the thing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the standard side swipe is a pretty basic trick. The biggest thing I want you guys to see here is that my hands are always together. So a good way to do this is to think about putting your hands in front of your body and holding the handles so they're straight out. And if you'll notice, all I'm doing is this nice little easy swing from my right to left side. So you want to keep your knuckles almost touching each other and then kind of just going back and forth as you swing the rope to the right and to the left. Now, one thing you'll notice is I do pick a dominant hand. For me, that's my left hand. So my left hand is the one that typically stays on top for the standard side swipe, as you can see here. My right arm is pretty much always coming down, and it doesn't matter if you go right to left, but if you check out here, as the arrows point here, my left hand is always kind of staying on top as my wrists rotate around and that right hand moves underneath. Now, this is just a lot of practice. You guys, just by watching me do this, should be able to kind of mimic what I'm doing. And we got some nice, very slow motion graphics here of what's going on. So there you can see my left hand taking the rope and passing it to the right side, and then using my right hand to push the rope back to the left. So that's another thing I want to mention. When you guys are doing this, if you're swinging to the right, you should be pushing the rope with your left hand. If you're swinging to the left, you push the rope back there with your right hand. And this angle, same thing, you can see my right side here. Now notice when I come over to the right side, my left wrist is coming over the top of my right hand to let the rope go around without getting tangled. That's another key here that you want to do. So make sure that you are just practicing as much as you can. The feet here, I'm just doing kind of a simple boxer skip. And if you'll notice, the foot that I'm swinging towards, so if I'm swinging towards my right foot, that toe is coming forward. It's just the way that I like to do it. You can do it however you'd like, but for me, that is the most helpful. So whichever way I'm swinging the rope, that toe is coming slightly forward. Now you can do this trick without moving at all. You can just stand there, but the side swipe is a great transition move for when you're doing tricks. All right, next up we have the side swipe single under. So the only difference here is that you're swiping it to the left and to the right, and then you're opening your wrists up so that the rope comes in. This takes a little bit of muscle memory because it's going to feel weird not to jump every single time the rope skips. So if you check out here, look how my feet land on the ground. So I swing to the left, swing to the right as my feet stay on the ground, and then the rope comes underneath. Left, right, rope comes underneath. So the easiest way to do this is to think in your head, you're doing all the same things you were with the standard side swipe. Check out how my wrists stay close together as I swing it. My left hand stays predominantly over the top. Now the only difference here is that when I'm swinging back to my left, I'm opening up the rope. So see that, how I open it? I swing to the left, I swing to the right as a regular side swipe, and then I open up the rope as I jump over it. And again, this is going to take a lot of practice to get down, just because, like I said, it's weird to not jump every single time. But the thing that I always do, which helps me the most, is I count in my head. So I go 1, 2, open on 3. 1 left, 2 right, open on 3. So hands again, pushing left, pushing right, and opening. Pushing left, pushing right, and opening. So notice here as well, my rope is staying tight the entire time. Any jump rope trick you're doing, you want to make sure that the rope is staying tight, which means that having a heavier rope is easier for learning these types of tricks, because you can feel the rope, you can feel that resistance, and you can feel that feedback, keeping the rope tight and allowing you to jump over it more easily. As I speed up, we do have a tutorial on the Mike Tyson squat jump, which I'm not quite doing, but as you can see, I speed up here, and this is what my feet look like. So the hardest part, again, about this trick is just pausing. It's realizing that it's a 3 count, and you're not jumping on every single 1 count. So again, you're swinging to the left, swinging to the right, and then opening the rope, again, and going underneath it. So swing left, swing right, and open it up. Now, all of these moves are just repetition. So the more that you do them, the more that you practice, the better you're going to become. But the cool thing about the side swipe is it's actually pretty easy, but it makes you look like a total jump rope ninja. So if you're transitioning to a trick, let's say from regular bounce to a crossover, a simple side swipe gives you some style, and is a little bit more motivating, because you can challenge yourself to learn these moves. And, if someone comes up and compliments you in the gym or wherever you're doing this, that feels pretty good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to send a shout out to JRD community member Jeremy for showing us how to do this. It looks complicated, and it definitely looks cool, but it's really not that complicated to learn. The biggest thing you need to understand here is that when you're doing the standard side swipe, you're moving both hands at the same time. So you're taking both hands and moving them from the left to the right. Here's a little bit different. The second swipe, yes, is a standard side swipe, but before you get into that, notice how for the first part of the side swipe, I'm taking my opposite hand and crossing it over my other hand that is in front of my belly button. So that's why you get 2 side swipes out of this, because if you notice what I'm doing here from the side, that right hand is coming over for the first swipe, and then it's a standard side swipe because both hands are on that right side. So I'm doing 2. Now, it's going to take a little bit of practice. I know this is like a complicated thing to understand, and please comment below and let us know, just how we could explain this better, because it is quite difficult. It's one of those things you just have to kind of practice and get the rhythm for. And honestly, just watch this slow motion as much as possible. I can sort of explain to you how this works, but your best bet is to just watch me do this over and over again. Literally set your computer up and just mimic what I'm doing here. So see how my left hand stays, right hand comes over, and then I do a regular side swipe. So left hand comes over for the first one, and then a regular side swipe, back over to the right, and a regular side swipe. So this is the standard side swipe, coupled with you just pulling the rope over with your opposite hand. So that's why it looks a little bit cooler. It looks a little bit just different, and also looks like you're moving the rope a lot faster as opposed to when you're just doing single side swipes. Now, another thing too is, since it is a double side swipe, you're kind of doing this like hesitating boxer step where it's 1 foot in front and 2 steps behind. So you kind of go, it's like a 1-2 tap of 2 feet behind and 1 foot in the front. And like I said, guys, please just watch this over and over again, and watch how I'm doing it. Set up your phone, set up your computer, and try to just mimic what I'm doing in slow motion. This is all controlled, by the way, through the wrists. The body stays exactly the same as if you were doing regular bounce. If you notice here, my posture is straight up and down. My knees are slightly bent. I'm looking straight ahead, but all that's happening is I'm using the weight of the rope in my wrists to control it and swing it around. So the double side swipe is the real reason that we did this tutorial, to show you guys. Happy to answer any questions that you guys might have on it. But again, just to reiterate, you're bringing both hands together for 1 swipe, and then when you go to the other side, you keep one of the hands down below right where your belly button is and cross the other hand over the top. the last thing I want to mention about this move is it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4-part move. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just keep repeating that in your head. Literally as I'm doing this move, that's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross both hands, cross both hands, cross both hands, cross both hands. That's sort of the little rhythm that you want to be repeating in your head when you're doing this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope this video was helpful. Please leave a comment below. Like it if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to receive more information to help you jump rope, get lean, and live more. I am Dan Whitmer. This is the Jump Rope Dudes, always reminding you to do the thing.